really gonna miss Brawl Stars. Season 1 just ended, and Season 2 feels so far away.
Hey Glitter, this is the producer. Actually, Season 2 began last week in EUR&MENA.
Well, hell, why didn't you say something sooner? Let's get into it. Season 2 kicked off in EUR&MENA last week, and we've got some exciting stories to tell you. With lots of new faces, as well as returning veterans of the competition, this season is shaping up to be one of the best yet. CraZe Clan has returned for Season 2, and they look as dominant as ever. Their opponent, Natis Vincere, is new to the Snapdragon Pro Series, but they are no strangers to Brawl Stars esports. This high-octane semifinal began with gem grab, and as you can see here, the first round just wasn't even close. Navi could do little more than watch as CraZe took the first round with startling ease. CraZe was looking great in the second round, seemingly about to speedrun the set when Dark Angel hit a nasty magic hand onto Navi, who held all the gems for CraZe. In the blink of an eye, the countdown went from blue to red, and it seemed as though Navi had found their footing. However, the final round was just a repeat of the first. CraZe swiftly crushed their opponents to go up 1-0 in the match. As Brawl Ball kicked off, it was apparent that Navi was adjusting their playstyle, favoring a bit more aggression to see if CraZe would lose their cool. Alex led the charge, barreling through the defenses of CraZe and allowing Navi to get on the board and secure the first round. CraZe knew how to respond though. Cool, calculated aggression. With their backs to the wall, Navi could not mount any meaningful defense versus the skilled coordination of cooldowns from their opponent. In the final round of Brawl Ball, however, it would be Navi that managed a daring comeback to tie the series 1-1. Both teams displayed keen discipline in Bounty, fully focused on getting that early season cup win. The situation seemed like a stalemate right up until Dark Angel went in with a 3-man super, picking up a 2-for-1 trade favoring Navi. However, as the time ticked down, CraZe had the blue star advantage, forcing Navi to posture for a last-second offensive. Rama read Navi like a book though, pushing up into the right side bushes to deal some significant damage before retreating behind his teammates. Although they were heavily damaged, Navi just had to go for it. MMA sends it with his super in the final seconds, dealing massive damage but lacking the follow-up necessary to fully wipe CraZe. Having dispatched Navi in the semifinals, CraZe then turned their sights onto the grand finals, where fantasies awaited them, a Romanian squad with dreams of glory. CraZe quickly established a dominant lead during Heist, playing with such coordinated aggression that their opponents could find no footing in the set whatsoever. Knockout is where things started to get interesting. CraZe seemed to be going for their usual brand of offense, but were unable to find and exploit any weaknesses in their opponents. fantasies would sweep them in the first round, giving CraZe something to fear. Unsurprisingly, CraZe took matters into their own hands in the second round. A magic hand from Rama would set up an easy pick and quickly remind fantasies how brutally skilled CraZe is when they have the momentum. With their backs to the wall, fantasies put up a quick round and hoped to tie the knockout score. It was looking very promising as they managed to trade down to a 2v2, despite Rama hitting another expert magic hand. As the gas closed in, it came down to just Navi and Squammy, but with Squammy on basically 0 health, Navi had a little issue closing out the round. CraZe just needed one more round to take the series, and in Knockout, that just means one good engagement. Rama delivered once again with a beautiful magic hand on Squammy to force the overmatch. In that instant, CraZe secured a bit of glory for themselves as they became the champion of our first Season 2 Cup in EUR&MENA. CraZe is certainly looking like a contender again this time around. However, in Cup 2, the story went a little differently as Navi showed up in impressive form. Their semi-final versus Team Queso is when things really started to heat up. During the first set, Gem Grab, Dark Angel basically put on a clinic for any prospective Sandy players, showing us how impactful his super can be with just some basic coordination to accompany it. Team Queso was postured to make plays of their own, but the teamwork between Cubic and Dark Angel proved to be far too powerful. All it took was a few players out of the Jean and Sandy kit to put Queso behind in the series 1-0. Moving into set 2, playing Bounty, it looked as though Team Queso might have the upper hand. Javi and the squad were able to secure a favorable map position relatively early. Navi was forced to show respect, setting themselves up for a late-game offensive. Their strategy proved to be as effective as it was daring. Dark Angel was able to pick off Javi before pushing up and placing an awesome hedge to zone out Boss. As the final seconds ticked down, MMA and Cubic were able to hold crucial angles on the left side. Javi fell with just 4 seconds left, giving Navi the round 1 win. As the time ticked down in round 2, we witnessed another incredible display of teamwork from Navi. Once they had Team Queso with their backs to the wall, they pounced. MMA and Cubic jumped forward onto the enemy flanks, dealing the final blow onto the crumbling Queso squad. Having shredded the competition in the semifinals, it was time for Navi to face off against the formidable FaPoland in the Cup 2 Grand Finals. Things did not start off smoothly for Navi though, as FaPoland was able to put up a lightning-fast 2-0 in Heist, giving them a 1-0 lead. Navi did manage to tie it up in Hot Zone, which meant that it all came down to Brawl Ball. The set began with a heavy emphasis on aggression as both teams took to the field hungry for the win. Neither side seemed to gain any momentum though, as trades happened without gaining any ball control until eventually Navi scored the first goal. With the point advantage, Navi just had to keep their cool to take the first round. As Poland closed in on the red goal, Dark Angel and Cubic put up a strong defense on the left side, trading out kills just in time to let Alex take the ball for the final seconds of defense. With their confidence fully restored, it was time for Navi to put on a show. Both teams were playing a little safer in round 2 until Navi pressed the attack and let fly with their supers. It was that devastating attack which secured the goal and match for Navi, as FaPoland just wasn't able to fight their way back in, giving Natis their hard-earned Cup 2 win. CraZe and Navi sit atop the leaderboards after their respective Cup wins. But just one glance at the teams below them, and it's clear they are going to have some difficult opponents to overcome if they wish to remain at the top of the pack. Well, that just about does it for this roundup. Make sure you click all of the links below in the description to keep yourselves up to date on all of the epic Snapdragon Pro Series action that's going to be coming your way over the next few weeks. And as always, thanks for watching!